What is up, Broncos country? This is Jared Brown, and this is the Bucking Truth, a Broncos podcast. Man, I'm super hyped, super amped up to talk about the Denver Broncos. All right, if you're a Denver Broncos fan, you've come to the right place. I'm a diehard Denver Broncos fan. All right, riding the Denver Broncos since I was a kid. All right, I'm riding with the Denver Broncos till the day I'm 6 feet under. The Denver Broncos, man, wow, what a season so far. All right, again, I'm Jared A. Brown. This is the Bucking Truth, a Denver Broncos podcast. We're going to be talking about all things Denver Broncos because we bleed orange. We bleed orange, and we are orange and blue all the way through, okay? So this is the Denver Broncos podcast, the Bucking Truth. And if you're a diehard Denver Broncos fan as well, then you bucking right. You're at the right podcast here. All right. So please hang on and enjoy the ride because we're going to be talking about more things Denver Broncos.
There we
Couldn't
go.
join with the laptop, huh?
No, I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah. Oh, it's all good.
We'll figure out one of these days.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
How are you, buddy?
I love your gear, bro. I love that.
I love yours too, man.
Yeah.
We're always repping.
I know. We got to be, we're orange and blue, you know? We bleed orange.
We bleed orange and blue, bro.
That's right.
We bleed it, man.
That's right.
Happy New Year, bro.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's good. It's good. You know, I had a great Christmas, and of course, New Year's Day was yesterday, and we've got a lot to talk about, my friend, you know? So I thought about the name, The Bucking Truth.
I love it.
Yeah, you know, because I'm a guy who loves puns, you know? So The Bucking Truth is kind of a pun. It's a play on words with Broncos, and it's kind of fun to say, The Bucking Truth, you know? So
it's awesome. No, I love it.
You're bucking right, it's awesome.
Bucking right, it is, bro. No,
That's
very
right.
good. Good job, man. Very good job.
Yeah, thank you. So anyway,
Happy to be a part of it.
Oh man, I'm super happy that you jump on and we talk about Denver Broncos because it's
always,
you know, it's fun. It makes me feel like a little kid back when I was just 5 years old.
I know,
watching
man.
Craig Morton, you know, and the Orange Crush defense and so on and so forth. So, you know, it just brings me back when a lot of nostalgia when I talk about the Broncos.
Yeah. No, we're both very passionate. So
yes. Which, by the way, speaking of nostalgia, I haven't yet watched the Elway documentary on Netflix. I haven't, but it's on my to-do list, so I will be doing that very shortly, and that's something I'd love to talk about with you once we both.
Yeah, I finished watching it the other day.
You did? Okay.
Yeah. It.
All right. Well, then the onus is on me to watch it.
Yeah, that's it. No, it was good.
Good. All right, so
it brought back a lot of memories. Yeah.
I bet it did. I can only imagine, you know, the feelings that you may have had watching it, because, you know, those of us that are about our age demographic, you know, we were drawn to John Elway because, I watched them go to the, I was only like in kindergarten when they went to their first Super Bowl, and lost 27-10 against the Cowboys. So I wasn't really old enough to really, you know, like immerse myself, right? And so when I was a teenager watching John Elway, that's when it really became part of my, you know, my life and everything, or part of my persona. And he just embodied everything that I loved because John Elway, you know, is a guy that really he was able to overcome so much and won a lot of games with less.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean, right?
For sure.
There are probably many times he took the Broncos to the playoffs when they had no business being there, you know, and so yeah, definitely want to see that.
Oh, for sure. Like I said, for me growing up in Canada, I started getting into football at 12, 13. And so where I am, we would get Jets, Giants, Bills back in when it was just PBS and NBC, whatever. And so I was watching the AFC Championship game, Denver, Cleveland. The field is mud, and man, this Elway guy.
Who is this guy? Yeah.
The drive, and
oh my God,
this guy is cool. And for whatever reason, I was attracted to the orange jerseys because no one else had that,
Right.
Everyone else was like blue or whatever.
Very different.
And I got hooked.
Yeah.
And they've been my team ever since.
So speaking of the classic orange jerseys, that's what the Broncos will be wearing on Sunday against the LA Chargers. So I'm super amped.
Best unis in the league.
Yeah, best jerseys in the league, absolutely. And, so far, they're still undefeated in those jerseys. So, that's, whether you believe in superstition, luck, whatever, they're still undefeated, so that they've got that on their side.
Yeah. So big week 18 matchup.
Yep. Yeah. So obviously at this point,
number one.
Yeah,
it's that simple.
It's that simple. Win one game, and the Denver Broncos will be the number one seed in the AFC, and that is huge. That is huge. Because all you need, you get a first-round bye, and so you get to rest more players that may be dinged up a little bit or what have you, and then you get to have people come to the 5,280 elevation mile-high stadium. Okay, you get to host each game that you play. So, and you only have to win 2 games.
Yeah.
2 games, and then you get to go to the Super Bowl. Win 2 games, and you go to the Super Bowl.
That's a huge. It's a tremendous opportunity. So it's theirs. They just gotta take care of their business and take it.
Take care of business and just take it, and take it so seriously that you don't downplay, so to speak, to the competition. Whether so I don't know whether they did that on Christmas Day, or if it was just a divisional matchup, or if it was Sean Payton trying to make his, not trying to give away too much.
Yeah.
Whatever the reasons were, they didn't exactly look spectacular on Christmas Day, but they got a win.
Yeah.
And so this game, I really would like to see them go into the first quarter and be smooth and right as rain. Just get that offense going in the right direction.
Yeah, I think just going back, to that Chiefs game on Christmas Day. I think it's pretty safe to say they had the same game plan as they did for the Raiders game.
Yes.
The only problem was they had the turnover.
Right.
Which gave the Chiefs a short field.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they weren't doing anything on offense.
Yes.
And then there was the special teams play. They got a long kick return.
Right. It was a long kick return.
So those 2 plays accounted for 10 points.
Absolutely.
Otherwise,
gave the
but look, that's why we play the game, because we can't say if this or otherwise it happened. But they pretty much had the same plan. They dominated time of possession. The first 2 times they didn't. They had to settle for field goals instead of
6.
So it was just a few little things here and there. Otherwise, they're sitting probably up by an easy 14.
Be up, double digits. You're right. Mm-hmm.
So
speaking of that interception, that was a deflected pass.
Yeah,
and so I don't necessarily. Yes, it could have been thrown in a better sort of position by Bo Nix, but that's still, for a professional wide receiver, it should have been caught. And so I'm not necessarily putting it on Bo Nix. There were a couple of drop passes by Courtland Sutton.
Yeah.
And that doesn't worry me too much, though, because it's Courtland Sutton. Now, I would be more concerned going into this game on Sunday and the playoffs if it were a trend by another receiver. Courtland Sutton, it doesn't worry me too much, because he's a veteran and he's got great chemistry with Bo Nix.
Yeah.
And so I think he's going to shake it off. If anything, he's more down on himself. He's so hard on himself that I don't think that this is going to be a trend that's going to continue.
No, for sure. But yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So obviously, week 18, they got to take care of business, and it looks like we might be getting the Chargers JV team. Herbert's not playing, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be others not.
Right. Possibly Omarion Hampton, possibly, maybe even Keenan Allen, or, some other people that may be dinged up that are starters. Who knows? We'll see what happens. So with that being said, it's not going to be like I think Sean Payton is going to go into this game for the Denver Broncos, put together a game plan that's not based on just the JV team, so to speak. He's going to put it together so that they win. He's going to put it together in such a way that these guys are going to understand what's at stake.
100%.
And that's what the beauty is with Sean Payton, is that he does get his players prepared. He intentionally, at the beginning of the season, preseason actually, way before the regular season, talked about to the media that this is one of 7 teams that he's ever coached that he believes can go to the Super Bowl. He intentionally said that, knowing that the media would run with that. Yeah. And he did that so that his players would hear it. And he's been following it up as well by continuing to have that mindset that we have one goal is to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah. And so that is what's going to be at stake. And I know he's going to put together a game plan. I don't know.
Yeah, he'll have them ready. They won't take them for granted despite Herbert not there, whoever's not there. It's take care of business.
Absolutely. 100%. Because, we've got Trey Lance is a guy who, was drafted in the first round.
3rd overall.
That's right, 3rd overall. But he's no slouch. He's very mobile. And, so he is a second-string quarterback, but he has a lot of good skills. And so, we can't sleep on this guy.
Oh, no. He's motivated. He has something to play for.
Right. So the Denver Broncos need to put together a game plan, not only offensively to really get into sync, but also Vance Joseph, the defensive coordinator. I know he's going to be putting together something so that we can put pressure either on Trey Lance or confuse him in certain ways. But I'm looking forward to Vance Joseph playing some chess pieces here so that we can maybe see some sacks, hopefully, because I'm really looking forward to some more quarterback sacks. We haven't seen a whole lot recently, and so I'm looking forward to maybe the Broncos dialing up the blitz a little bit.
I wouldn't mind to see a turnover or two.
Yes. And
despite everything, we're at the bottom of the league.
We are, right. So if there's one thing, one of the few things that this defense hasn't been able to really excel at this season, that's been creating turnovers. So I'd love to see some interceptions, some forced fumbles, and have this defense have fun. Some smiles on their faces.
Yeah, it's just remarkable the amount of quarterback hits we get and pressures on the quarterback. It doesn't create,
Yeah, I'd like to see some more, the Peanut Tillman, of course, that was his nickname. He made that famous, and I'd love to see some people, do what he did and punch that football out when they're trying to tackle some guys.
Yeah.
Love to see that. But, wow. So speaking of Sean Payton possibly putting a Sean Payton-esque plan together, RJ Harvey is quietly having a stellar rookie season.
Amazing, yeah.
Really flying under the radar. And I am here to say that he should at least be in the conversation, not just from the Denver Broncos, but by the national media, should be in the conversation for Rookie of the Year. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that he should be Rookie of the Year, but he should be in that conversation because he has 12 touchdowns total, leads the league with rookies with 12 total touchdowns. And he has 5 games where he has a consecutive touchdown. So he's had a touchdown in 5 consecutive games.
He's got a nose for the end zone. He knows how to get in there. He does have a nose
for the end zone. And here's the really cool thing. If he gets a touchdown on Sunday, he will get his 6th touchdown. And the last rookie to do that, to have 6 games with at least 1 touchdown in 6 consecutive games back in 2020 was J.K. Dobbins, who's currently with the Denver Broncos. Only back then in 2020, he was with the Baltimore Ravens. So it all comes full circle, from one Raven who is now currently a Denver Bronco, and now R.J. Harvey's trying to match that rookie record that J.K. Dobbins set back in 2020. Pretty cool, huh?
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Pulling for him. Hope he gets it.
I do too. I'm hoping that he gets that. He really runs great routes, and I think that the reason why he does is he played in high school quarterback.
Yeah.
And initially, when he first started collegiate football, he was a quarterback or listed as quarterback. Yeah. And then they switched him to running back. So he knows where wide receivers need to be because he has played the quarterback position. And man, he runs a route just like a wide receiver. It's
incredible. And he's just going to get better with more experience and everything. So yeah, he's a key piece to what we need to do.
Yes, he is. And it sounds as though we're going to have some players that may be back. Number 13.
Looking that way.
Number 13, Pat Bryant from the Denver Broncos may be back, and we may see some other guys. Of course, we've got a defense that wants to continue to play well, and Justin Sternad will probably be playing instead of Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah.
That's fine because he's played that position, before Dre Greenlaw came back. So I think they're going to get in this sort of mode where they're going to play really, really good football.
Yeah.
No, it's at stake. And Vance Joseph, Sean Payton, they want to get this team thinking again that they've got that one goal.
Exactly.
One goal. And man, I am going to be the most excited Denver Broncos fan when that happens. I'm telling you.
I don't think so because I'm going to be the most excited.
We both will be.
We both will.
Yeah. And, there's so many similarities, Jeffrey, between the 2015 Denver Broncos and the 2025 Denver Broncos. One of those similarities I shared earlier in the week is that back in 2015, their very last game of the season that they had to win in order to become the number 1 seed from the AFC was against the Chargers. At that time, of course, it was the San Diego Chargers. And now it's the same stakes, only we have Justin Herbert not playing, but it's still the same stakes as far as what's on the line for the Denver Broncos, that if they win this game against the Chargers, they go on to be the number 1 seed. So it's so eerie how this is coming full circle from 10 years ago. And the other really odd thing that's really the same is the Super Bowl is being held the same location in Santa Clara.
Levi Stadium, yeah.
Yes. Is the same location that back in 2015 where the Denver Broncos played the Carolina Panthers and beat them, of course. So this is just a lot of similarities. Whether you call them coincidences or not, I don't know. But it's still kind of fun to look at.
It is. It really, really, really is.
Yeah. I want to say what up to my friend Steve here. Happy New Year, brother. Thanks, brother. Thank you. Hope all is well with you. So, man, we've got a lot to look forward to, and I looked at the injury report just today, and we've got Nate Adkins, we've got some other guys that are dinged up, and so it'll be interesting again that if we do get this bye, it'll be interesting that this could actually work in the Denver Broncos' favor because they should potentially have Dre Greenlaw back by that time.
Yeah, for sure. So,
and there is a possibility that J.K. Dobbins may potentially be back by that time as well. Who knows?
We
just know that there was a mysterious quote by Sean Payton where he said that he would be back by the playoffs, sometime in the playoffs. I can't remember the quote verbatim.
Yeah. He just kind of, Sean, he just kind of says things for no reason, out of nowhere. And just says something about, JK, maybe he'll be back, something like that. And supposedly he was in the locker room this past week and just very high spirits and everything. And we'll see. It's too early to tell, but hopefully that'll be nice for sure. But
yeah, it should be nice if he does. Okay. Who knows what may happen or may not happen. Maybe he comes back for the AFC Championship game. Maybe he comes back if potentially the Broncos are playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And maybe he's back at that point. Whatever time period he comes back, man, it is going to give the Denver Broncos
big boost.
Not only the offense, but the defense. All of the players will be inspired by that. They would love to see that happen, and it would just give them a big boost. I'm excited to see. He plays with so much passion.
He does, and he's such I suppose, like a really magnetic personality in the dressing room, and just brings everybody up. And so we'll see. So for sure, the guy's got to take care of some business first, and hopefully he can get back. We'll see. Yes. We'll see, but one step at a time.
One step at a time. That's right. So, man, we've got some things that I'm looking forward to. We've got the LA Chargers this week, and it's going to be like around. I think it's still around 2. It's a home game.
Yeah,
so it's probably going to be around 2:00, 2:25, something.
Yeah, it's a 2:25 Mountain Time start.
Yeah, Mountain Standard Time. I'm Mountain Standard Time, so it'd be the same time where I live here in Utah, and so I'm excited for it for several reasons, but obviously because it gives them the potential to be the number 1 seed. We'll see what pans out, but my thing is that if they get the run game going early, whether that's a combination of both RJ Harvey and Jaleel McLaughlin, the Denver Broncos and Sean Payton are going to see good things if they get that running game going. Yeah. Now, if they get that going, I'd love to see some play action pass from that and get the ball to Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin, and the wide receivers so that we can get this offense rolling. And by golly, I want that defense to get some sacks. And like you said, it would really make me smile and have a grin on my face if there are some turnovers created.
Yeah, exactly. And hopefully, we have this game well in hand in the fourth quarter. Yes. So maybe
they rest some guys at that point.
Maybe Bo can let Jarrett Stidham have a few reps, and that would be the ideal situation.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe we do see Stidham in the fourth quarter. I don't know. But one question I'd have for you, and it's been kind of on my mind, is if, and I likely think that the Broncos will win. Of course, Justin Herbert and other starters may not be playing. Although it's not 100%, of course, it's very likely that the Denver Broncos do win. So if I say what is likely, and I'm going to say it out loud, they likely will win. Mm-hmm. And if they do, what team, it'll be interesting to see what team or what teams may be the most formidable in the playoffs for the Denver Broncos. Now, obviously the Patriots come to mind, but Stephon Diggs is currently going through some problems of his own.
They got 2 guys facing.
Right. Stephon Diggs is going through some problems right now, and I don't know what pending suspensions may happen. It'll be interesting to see if he'll even be playing. And then their offensive line from the Patriots, they've had some issues, some injuries on their offensive line. And again, that's one thing that you and I both love is the Denver Broncos' depth. They've had their center go down, Luke Wattenberg, and Alex Forsythe.
Forsythe just steps right in.
They don't.
Yeah, I wasn't worried at all. Like Forsythe, he'll step in, no problem.
Yes. So secondly, we do have, you can look at maybe the Jaguars. Jaguars obviously have already beaten the Broncos.
They whooped us.
They did, and so it'd be good to have some sort of a, not really revenge, but avenge game, to avenge their loss. Yeah. And, so that would be fun to see. And then, Houston possibly would be like one of those top teams just because of their defense.
Absolutely.
That's one of the reasons why I think they scare me, is just because of
absolutely. And, Josh Allen, if he has a game where he just
catches fire,
is in Superman mode,
right? Puts the team on his back.
So
the Bills could be very scary as well, even though they're going to be probably road warriors at this point.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah,
they would be scary. Whatever team is going to be playing the Bills, man, I'd hate to play the Bills, because Josh Allen can certainly put on his red cape and show that S on his.
No, exactly. So no, we're gonna have some tough matchups. That's for sure.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah. So if that goes as planned, I think the way it happens is if the Broncos do beat the Chargers, and again, I don't want to get too ahead of myself necessarily, but it's likely to happen. If that does happen, I think what happens is that the Patriots will play the Chargers in the playoffs, and so that you'll have the Chargers going to New England.
Yeah, if the Patriots have to win, because I think if the Jaguars, they would get 2 seeds. So but they're playing. Yeah,
there's still a lot on the line, right? Yeah. There's a lot on the line for the Jaguars.
Yeah, there's too many variable scenarios right now, and we'll have to wait and see at the end of this weekend's play to see who plays who, and then hopefully Broncos get a rest, and then we take it from there.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for that, brother. Hopefully, when the next time you and I go live on the Bucking Truth podcast, we can talk about the next scenario. We can talk about.
We'll be looking at all the matchups for next week and all the wild card games, and
talk about those games and talk about the potential, winners of those matchups, and we can talk about how the Broncos will have a bye.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to that, buddy.
All right, brother.
All right, brother.
You're bucking right. We're going to have
some
fun.
You're bucking right, brother. You're bucking right. Love it.
All right, brother. Nice having you on. Have a very good weekend.
Happy New Year. Go Broncos.
Happy New Year to you. Go Broncos. Bye-bye.